Good morning, folks. I got a video for you today put out by some unknown female auditor. Apparently this is a female, but I can't verify that. Rico Suave says good morning, and we're gonna show you one of my messages from yesterday from my favorite troll of the day. Calls himself Text Tom 1981, commented, "Hick channel hosted by an embarrassing example of a Southern hick. Sorry, dude. Don't apologize, mister. Learn to read and speak neutral." I don't know what that means. I'm a Southern native and this is embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for you, Tom. Anyway, that comment's gone now. I removed it and I blocked him. And just for the record, I was born and raised in Rochester, New Hampshire. I've only been in Texas for 22 years. So I'm not a native of Texas. Never said I was. Never said I was a Southern hick, but I've adopted Texas. It's mine now, so back off. Anyway, enjoy the boring audit.
Per the Supreme Court, me simply standing here quietly recording cannot be deemed impeding her job when I'm over 20 feet away.
We have another expert on the law here. We'll see how his legal education pans out for him towards the end. It's not a big deal, but it's not going the way he wants it to.
Nope. I have a constitutional right to record you in the course of your duty. I am over 10 feet away. I am not impeding your duty. I am not in the middle of you and your job. Me standing here exercising my right, if your ADD is going to prevent you from doing your job, go on.
This video is from Floyd Wallace. This is apparently a woman talking. She's very pleasant. Seems very pleasant. But yes, this is supposed to be a female who's doing the talking here, the auditor.
I'm exercising my right to record my government officials in the course of their duty.
She said duty.
You will not infringe on that right when you swore an oath. You can ask all you want. I have a right to stand right where I'm at, where I'm legally allowed to be, to record you more than 10 feet away from you. You obviously do if you're trying to get me to move. It's broad daylight. I'm right in plain view.
I'm not clear if that was laughter or a sneeze. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter.
The Supreme Court's already ruled 10 feet is plenty.
And the jury's in. It's a forced laugh. It is not a sneeze.
Damn it, Paul. I think I swallowed my jaw.
You should also be recording them. It's your right. Yup.
Well, she's clearly not obstructing by giving direction to the person that's been pulled over. Clearly not a problem.
Do you mind if I pan over? These guys here also know they're right. They're also recording. Yeah, quit talking, bootlicker. Got a
Now she insults the driver because he doesn't want to be filmed by this maroon guy, kind of purplish colored.
bootlicker right there, trying to tell us not to exercise our right.
The driver also has a right to her privacy, which you just stuck your nose right in there, didn't you? And now your little bum is sore.
Just like this tyrant here, trying to violate her oath of office to tell me directives on where I can record when the law's already dictated where I'm allowed to record.
The female officer asked you to move ahead about 10 feet so she could keep you in her line of vision while she was talking to the driver. These auditors are so desperate for attention. This is how they think that they're going to get some. And they will get some. It's not going to be good, but they'll get some. That doesn't make her a tyrant. Thank you. Man, please see a doctor and get that checked into. It's getting to be troublesome. As you can see, I'm only trying to be helpful to this young lady. She keeps doing these little coughs for whatever reason.
And this is the department that was impersonating a federal agent, threatening me with arrest, lying that I had a federal warrant.
And you're about to show us the proof. Is that right? Oh, you're not? Okay, thanks.
Oh, I'm not afraid of being recorded, lady. You don't scare me. Not no more. Hi. How about that one?
I went ahead and cut out the word she called the female officer. As you can imagine, it was 4 letters long and it began with a C.
Freedom of speech. How about that? And yes, I'm flipping her off because she's an oath-breaking.
And for a second time, I deleted the word.
Unit 129, E5376. And she put her body cam back off the window. Let's see if he actually honors his oath to uphold and defend the Constitution or not.
Well, now she gets her much-deserved attention.
Unlike this oath-breaking tyrant here.
Creating quite the disturbance.
Yet I walked up here quietly recording and she tried giving me unlawful directives.
Okay. Well,
That's the disturbance is her.
Hang on. Whatever happened between you and her...
Oh, I understand. I'm just trying to explain the situation.
I'm just here to obviously try to figure out what's going
Oh, yeah.
on. So
Literally,
obviously,
I'm
it is
recording you guys.
It is your First Amendment right. I completely understand that, okay?
And the
But-
Supreme Court has ruled that as long as I am not in the middle, in between you and your job, and at least 10 feet away.
I don't know the distance.
The cop said you're fine to record. Why do you keep explaining to him why it's okay if you record? Recording was never the issue. Where you were standing was the issue. They just wanted to move up into the line of vision. That's all they wanted.
I do. I've looked it up. I've been doing the research for 4 to 5 years.
Hang on. All I'm just saying is obviously if it hinders her from doing her investigation of this traffic
Me
stop, that's why we're getting
standing here
involved.
recording is
I'm
not
just
hindering
simply
her
telling you.
job.
I'm just simply telling you,
Per
okay?
the Supreme Court. Me simply standing here quietly recording cannot be deemed impeding her job when I'm over 20 feet away.
Okay.
You failed to mention you were telling the driver what to do during the stop. Told her you can record, you can do this, you can do that. Don't forget to tell him that.
And the Supreme Court has ruled that as long as I am not in the middle, in between you and your job, and at least 10 feet away.
I don't know the distance or anything like
I
that.
do.
All just
I've
know-
looked it up.
hang on,
I've been doing the
hang on,
research
hang
for
on,
4 to 5 years.
hang on. All I'm just saying is obviously if it hinders her from doing her investigation of this traffic
Me
stop, that's why we're getting
standing
involved.
here recording is
I'm
not
just
hindering
simply
her
telling you.
job.
I'm just simply telling you,
Per
okay?
the Supreme Court.
Got it.
Me simply standing here quietly recording cannot be deemed impeding her job when I'm over 20 feet away.
Okay.
How am I impeding her job?
Obviously, her safety, she's concerned about that. You being
I'm a guy
just-
standing here with a
just-
cat.
I'm just saying.
Recording her, and her whole problem was me recording.
Okay, and like I said, it's
And it's
perfectly
all on
fine for you
camera.
to record. I don't
Oh,
care.
I
if
already
you
know
record.
that.
Exactly. So
The only
We're not
problem
trying to make a
is
big issue.
she escalated it, trying to tell
what's
me
your name?
I had
so
to move.
So I can address you by your
Not
name.
needed.
Not needed. Okay.
No.
Then I'm
What
Officer
crime am I
McGee.
suspected of?
I'm not saying you committed a crime. I'm just
Then
trying to be respectful and
I don't
address you
need
by
to
your
give a name.
I need your identification.
For?
Because you are creating a disturbance.
I did not create a
This person
disturbance.
right here is watching you. You were yelling at people
Okay,
going over
them
there. That's
watching
creating a
me and me
disturbance.
speaking
Are
to
you not gonna
people
identify
is
yourself?
constitutionally
Are you not
protected.
gonna identify
What
yourself?
crime do you suspect me of?
Disorderly conduct. I can go get
My
their name
free
right
speech-
there. This is not free speech. You are yelling at passing cars.
Somebody yelled at me and I responded.
Okay, that's
That is
creating a disturbance.
constitutionally
You
protected
obviously-
free speech.
you
I did not
obviously created
initiate.
enough of a disturbance that that person said something to you.
Okay,
You need
since-
to identify yourself.
can I get a sergeant out here or somebody above her?
114 or
Because
somebody who
she's
would like
trying
see
to
the supervisor,
convert a
he's failing to
constitutional
ID
right
himself.
into a crime, which is illegal, and you will be committing a federal felony
Richard, what?
by forcing an ID and violating my civil
So you have
rights.
people there looking.
And I'm gonna get a bill of attainder, and I'm going to file a federal lawsuit, and the Supreme Court said it's okay, and Blah, 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 blah.
You got people here looking.
People
you got
looking
people there looking.
does not constitute a
Disorderly
disturbance.
conduct. Yes, it does. I've
So
been
me,
caught long
me
enough.
simply standing here recording you and you
all I
initiating,
asked was if you move forward. That's all I
and
asked.
I'm
so
over
so you
20
could be
feet away.
my
I'm in
view.
perfect
I wanted
view,
you in
broad
my view.
daylight.
That is all I asked, is you to move forward. You can
Yes,
record
and
me all
I can
day long.
and that is a
Sergeant.
request.
I'm done talking to you.
So, can we talk over here?
Yes, please, because she's just escalating.
Fair enough.
You guys, anyone that encounters me knows, I do not try to cause a problem. I simply walk up right down the middle of this, plain view.
Sorry, ma'am, I can't give you credit for your last video because I have no idea who you are. Floyd took complete credit for your video, so, you know, you'll have to talk to him about that, not me.
Recording. I stood right in that pile, quiet as a mouse, just recording. She opens the window aggressive, telling me I have to move. I already know the Supreme Court rulings. I tried politely telling her this, that I'm over 20 feet away.
Well, let me replay the part where you were polite to her when you responded to her when she asked you to please move ahead or move forward. We'll take a look at that and we'll see how polite you were.
I have a constitutional right to record you in the course of your duty. I am over 10 feet away. I am not impeding your duty. I am not in the middle of you and your job. Me standing here exercising my right, if your ADD is going to prevent you from doing your job, go on.
Snatching an imaginary mental illness and pinning it on the police officer is very polite.
I'm in broad daylight. I am simply recording. That's it. And she started escalating, getting upset, and causing all of this. Yes, I did also try to get my point through. There was a gentleman screamed from halfway across the road at me, and I simply said, keep driving, bootlicker.
And I may have called her the C word a couple times and flipped her off, but that was by accident. Purely accidental, I swear.
That's it. No other issue there. And simply people watching is not domestic or disorderly
You're
conduct.
walking a fine line. I'll tell you that. You're
My
walking a fine
constitutional
line.
right to speak and to record cannot be converted into a crime simply because somebody else is watching me exercise my right.
But when you start making noise and saying stuff like that, it can be.
When I start asserting my rights, it becomes disorderly conduct.
You're walking a fine line.
No, you guys are. Title 18, Section 242. You guys are about to violate my civil rights.
Well, I looked up Title 18, Section 242, and here it is. Let's read it together. Okay, here it is. Title 18, Section 242. Two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity. And I'm not so sure about the universe. That's it. That's Title 18, Section 242. I swear it is. Except I totally made this just now on Windows Paint. But that's okay. It's the law.
Where is it
You can look it up. It's not my job to show you the laws that you're about to violate.
Do something and you don't,
Just
it's
like
not my job
it's
to-
not your job to explain the laws to me.
And the frauditor is exposed. I know the law, I just can't tell you what law it is. But I know it.
It's not my job to explain your job to you.
Okay, but it is my job to explain. If you're doing something and then you become disorderly and you get arrested.
I am not. No. Per Wisconsin law, the only time a citizen is required, I don't have to tell you the penal code.
Because
The law states, I know the exact law.
Then what
It
is it?
states the only time a citizen has to give identification is when a officer has reasonable articulable suspicion that the citizen has committed a crime, meaning
What law?
you actually have something to back it up.
Which one? What's the law?
You should know it. It's the most used law you use, identification law.
After I cut out him repeating the same thing over and over and over again, he still doesn't know what law he's referring to. He just says it a lot, or she just says it a lot, so it's the law.
I am not required to follow
So if you just want me
policy.
to get
I
your
am
name,
required
move
to
along.
follow
If
my...
you would like to give me your name, we can continue this conversation. It's that simple.
Oh, so you're not going to address your officer violating her oath of office?
What I do with my
calling
officer-
all of you here for a constitutional right.
The short version is no, because it's all BS.
The rest of them that I've dealt with, including this one, are nothing but a joke. Oath-breaking tyrants.
Would you like to give me your name or not?
No, but
Then
I
you
need
move along.
all of your names that came in contact with me because
So
that is
you're
your
not willing to
department
give me your
policy.
name, but you expect me
Your
to give you-
policy dictates that anytime you come in contact
When you
with
want to give me your
the...
name, I'll give you what you're asked for. But I'm not
Okay,
giving
I'll
you
talk
any
with your
rights.
chief of police
It
because
doesn't-
you guys are required by policy to give
You
your
need to
name,
move
rank, and payroll
And you're
number.
required.
I am only required when you have reasonable
Move
or
along,
articulable
or you-
suspicion
I'm not required to follow policy, but you are.
going to
of
end
a
up getting
crime.
arrested. It's
Okay, I will follow your unlawful directive under threat of arrest, and that right there, because you do not have control of this property, is unlawful.
okay.
So you are violating my rights, you sorry-ass tyrant.
You have a wonderful day.
Yeah, go suck it hard, you sorry-ass tyrant, oath-breaking piece of trash.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I'm sure glad these people are out there defending my first and second and third and fourth and all the amendments in the Constitution. And geez, they make me feel so proud to be an American. People like this going out there putting themselves on the line, except when they threaten to get arrested and then they walk away. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Y'all have a great day now. Bye.